My journey continues north along the Interstate 5 to the city of Salem.
Oh wow, this is cool. We've stopped at another Buddhist temple. This one's called the Wat Buddha, Oregon, and this one is actually a Thai temple, which aims to teach the traditional teachings and practices of Thai Buddhism to Thai American children, foreigners, and anyone else who's willing to learn. Prayers are recited in the ancient Pali language, and each Sunday visitors gather to give offerings of food to the temple's monks, offering an authentic Southeast Asian experience unprecedented for rural America. incredible to be seeing stuff like this in the US. East Asia and Southeast Asia are a really popular destination for Americans, especially white Americans, but maybe for other cultural stuff you can travel, but for Asian stuff you don't even have to travel to Asia because we have so much of it right here in our own country. Oh, beautiful. We've just left one Asian site and we've arrived at another Asian site. I'm at the Dasmesh Darbar Sikh temple. The first Sikhs migrated to Oregon in the early 20th century, and despite not being allotted citizenship, them along with other Asians were highly valued as laborers and therefore allotted some legal protections by the state. Yes, although they weren't entirely free of hate crimes, was far less prevalent than in other areas of the West. So this region sort of became a safe haven for Asian immigrants. Today there's a small Sikh community in almost every major Oregon city. But in order to do so, you need to cover your head. If you don't have a traditional covering, then a beanie will suffice. I've been to a lot of these, and the first time the guy gave me some rice and a banana for the road, and since I haven't had any breakfast, that's probably a good thing. Yeah, the style's a bit more modern than some of the other ones I've seen, but the interior was quite impressive. Wow, beautiful. We're in historic downtown Salem, and this building you see behind me is the famous Deepwood mansion and gardens. This elegant Queen Anne style home was built in 1894 for Dr. Luke and his wife Lizzie, and today it's considered one of the most beautiful, impressive homes of its time. Despite their considerable financial investment, they only lived in the home for about 16 months. The following year it became the home of the Bingham family, whose breadwinner was a prominent attorney and judge. It was him who truly began to transform the property into a home. The last family to live here were the Browns, who acquired it in 1924 and carried out extensive renovations. In fact, it was during their stint that the now popular and much beloved gardens were added. The Browns would live there for another 43 years before eventually being saved from demolition and acquired by the city of Salem.
Founded in 1842 by Methodist missionaries, Salem was one of the earliest settlements in the Oregon country, and would eventually serve as the capital of both the Oregon Territory and the Oregon State.
This is the Willamette Historic Center. It's about a 5-acre park that features a collection of around 5 historic buildings from all around Oregon, the most famous of which is the 1895 Thomas K. Woolen Mill. It operated until 1962, and workers would work 50 to 60-hour work weeks. It's no surprise that when it opened, the mill was the site of many demonstrations and speeches. This building right here is the Methodist Parsonage. Dates from 1841. Here you can also find artifacts from the local Coluchian Indians. And behind me is the Jason Lee House, also dating from 1841. As the name suggests, it was the home of Jason Lee, which with the parsonage are the earliest known frame buildings in Salem and perhaps the oldest remaining in the state.
Pleasant Grove Church, yeah.
What a beautiful church.
Okay, maybe not. But if you truly do want to see some beautiful churches, head about 20 minutes north to the outskirts of Gervais.
She believes that she can't talk to me on Tuesdays, 'cause her fortune teller tells her so, not to mention the stars and the tarot cards and the psychic on the radio. She believes that I can't take her out on Friday, 'cause there's something in her horoscope. She saw it in the tea leaves and it was on the 13th, and so she just had to say no. I said, oh well, there'll be another day, and she said, knock wood. I said, it's really okay.
This region of French Prairie was actually named because of the large number of
French Roman Catholics
and Métis, which are the indigenous settlers, French Canadians from Quebec, first settled
between 1836 and 1846.
And the town of Gervais is itself named after a French Canadian settler from Quebec, Joseph Gervais. And this region is famous for having the highest concentration of old believers in the U.S.
It's okay.
Let me take my tools.
No, it's okay.
I can open, but first I need to get my water.
No problem.
If you can wait, I'll be in a couple minutes back.
Okay.
The old believers
still follow the teachings of the
original Russian Orthodox Church that was established before the Reformation of
Nikon.
Moscow in the mid-1600s, which, unlike the Orthodox Church we visited near Grants Pass, still conducts Mass in the Old Church Slavonic language.
Oh, this village. It's a Bethlehem Drive. But we don't have a special name, but I guess it's a Gervais, Bethlehem Drive. We don't have an official name, it's just Turkey village.
My journey continues via Mount Angel and Silverton to the spectacular Silver Falls State Park.
Willkommen.
Here's the Monastery having a big sale of everything because there's not enough teachers to keep this building living.
In 1881, a Swiss reverend brought with him to this part of Oregon several Benedictine nuns and founded this abbey here in the town of Mount Angel.
Did you guys get any response at that door? It either wasn't one to you or one who didn't get a response at that door.
At the same time, a large number of Bavarian immigrants began settling the area, hence the town's German-style architecture and European charm.
It's like if the journey was actually completely unplanned. The best stuff often always is.
Grałeś tam miasto, graliśmy?
Yeah. I flew over this small residential area in the town of Silverton because as a geographer, I came across the opportunity to take a selfie with this. It's interesting as Oregon's history and culture are the majority of people come to Oregon for its natural beauty, and we've left the city finally and we've come to the Silver Falls State Park. At over 9,000 acres, it is the largest state park in Oregon and contains more than 24 miles of hiking trails which take you to 10 spectacular waterfalls which plunge off a series of basalt cliffs into the Silver Creek. Oh boy, don't you just love Mother Nature?